Hi guys, my name is Fatuma and today I'm going to be showing you how to make these crochet shorts. So for this project I'm going to be using my yarn from Robin, which is 100% acrylic in black and white, and then I'm going to be needing my scissors to cut off the ends, my crochet hook which is a 4.0mm hook, and my tape measure. So to begin we are going to make a magic ring, which is basically a slip knot, but we're going to leave it loosely because our project is just going to be inside that ring. So to start off we are going to start by crocheting up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then inside the ring we are going to make 3 triangles. So our count 4 counts as 1, so we're going to wrap our yarn around the hook, insert through the hole, pull through some yarn. We'll have 3, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to be left with 3 on the hook. We're going to pull through, then pull through 2. So now we have 3. So on top of that we are going to chain 2, go back, do 1 double crochet, another double crochet, and another double crochet. After doing the first triangle we have to chain 1 on top, so chain 1. So basically a triangle is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and then chain 1. So let me show you what I'm going to have. So here we are, I have my 3 triangles, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and I did that thrice, so I have 3 triangles. So now I'm just going to attach my yarn there on the first triangle. Then I'm going to pull the loose yarn and tighten it together like that. So to begin the next round I'm going to chain up to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to turn around my work and make a triangle there, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 1. So there we have it, our first triangle. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to make a cluster of 3 double crochets in that hole. So for every triangle we're going to put a triangle, chain 1, and for the small spacing we're going to put a cluster of 3 double crochets, chain 1 as we continue, and that's going to be our pattern. So on the third round we're going to start by chaining 3, which is going to count as number 1. And then on the first hole we are going to put 2 more, and that's going to count as our cluster. And then go on and chain 1, and then put a triangle as usual there on top of another triangle. Then you're going to chain 2 at the top, do another cluster which is 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then on the small openings you're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, then another triangle there. And that's going to be our pattern for that round. So for this round you're going to start by chaining 4, and then put a cluster, which is 3 double crochets on that small opening. Chain 1, put a triangle on that triangle, which is 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So since we are done, we're just going to attach our yarn there. As you can see, I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now here we are. I'm going to make a slip knot on the white yarn. Then I'm going to attach it on the project. So after attaching it, I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to repeat the same thing as I did. The only difference is that I put my white yarn, but then basically the pattern is still going to be the same. So this is it. The most important thing we have to note about these shorts is when we are working, we have to make sure that the front size matches the back side. So if you're making shorts for someone who is hips 38 inches, we have to make sure that the front size goes up to 19 and the back side goes to up to 19. So when it comes to connecting them together, it becomes easy. So I'm going to do as many rounds as I want until I get to the 19 inches that I wanted. So here we are. I'm done making the back side and the front side, and I'm just going to be connecting them together by using single crochets. If you're having a problem with using the tape measure, just count the rows. If it's 14 for the front part, make sure that the back part you do 14 too. That's going to be easy. So to join them together, I'm going to change my hook to the 3.5mm hook so that it can be easy for me to connect them together and penetrate through the holes. To start, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to insert it on the bottom part, get some yarn, pull through 1 on the other side, and then I'm going to remain with 2, and then I'm going to pull through 2. Chain 1, turn over my project. I'm going to insert on the second one, then get some yarn, pull through the 2 of them. I'm going to remain with 2 on the hook, so pull through 2. So I'm going to do single crochets all around the 2 pieces there by connecting them together until I'm done. This is how it's supposed to look like after joining them. So now I'm going to join the left side, then join the middle part, and then join the right side. This is how it looks like, very neat. I'm done connecting the left side, the right side, as you can see, very neat. And I'm just going to be connecting the middle part. And for the middle part, make sure you just connect the triangles with single crochets like we did with the left and the right side. So what you're going to do, you're just going to connect the triangles only, because you're just trying to cover the crotch area, and then after that we're just going to work the legs. So to work the middle part, I'm going to make a slip knot on my white yarn, and then I'm going to take my 3.5mm hook, and I'm just going to be doing the single crochets. So I'm going to take my hook, insert it on the first hole on that triangle, and then connect it on the bottom part. Take my yarn, insert it on my hook, I'm just going to pull through the 2 of them and chain 1 on top. Chain 1, turn over my project, and then I'm going to work single crochets all around that 1 triangle only, and then after that I'm just going to cut off the leftover yarn and start working the legs. So here we are, I'm done. I'm just going to cut off that yarn, then I'm going to connect it there perfectly, and I'm going to turn my project inside out so I can start preparing on working on the legs. So I'm going to work the left leg, the right leg, and then work on the waistband. So to work the legs, I'm going to make a slip knot on my black yarn, and then I'm going to take my 4.0mm hook and insert it there inside the slip knot. And then I'm going to take my edge from where I finished connecting it. I'm going to insert my hook there, take my yarn, insert through the hole, and then I'm going to pull through. And then from there, to begin, I'm going to start by chaining 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to make clusters all around that part until I get the desired length. So 3 double crochets in that hole, chain 1, then another 3 double crochets all around that leg, because now I'm going to start by working the left leg, then later on work the right leg, and then work on the waistband. So I did 2 rows of black, and I'm going to be doing 2 rows of white and another 2 rows of black, so that I'm going to be having 6 rows on my left leg and another 6 rows on my right leg to finish it off. So now I'm going to make a slip knot on my white yarn to get ready on working the 2 rows of white. I'm just going to insert my hook inside that slip knot, and then I'm going to pull through. So to start off on that row, I'm going to chain 4, and then I'm going to do 3 double crochets on every small hole on the shorts all around the leg. So now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, pull through. So here I am, and this is done. As you can see, I have done the 2. This one is done, and this is done completely. So now I'm gonna come back and work on this waist, but then I first have to cut off this part. So I'm gonna like tie them together and cut them off completely, all of them, so that I can have clean edges. So for this, I'm gonna be holding this together, chain them like this together, tightly, and then I'm gonna take my scissors and cut them off. As you can see, this is very neat, and I'm going to get to do this other side too. So as you can see, now I have clean edges. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my shorts inside out because I'm preparing on working on the waistband. There, and then I'm going to take my black hen, make a slip knot, take my 4.0mm hook, insert it on that slip knot. Then because I'm going to start on the edge, I'm going to take my shorts, insert my hook there, then pull through that yarn, chain 2 to begin that row, and then I'm going to randomly place double crochets around that waistline. So now I'm done doing the waistline. I'm just going to attach it on the stitch there tightly, and I'm going to take my scissors and cut off my yarn, and then I'm just going to close it tightly there. So now I have to make the strand that I'm going to use it on my waistline, which is basically a very long chain. So I'm going to hold 4 strings together and make a slip knot. This is because I want my strand to be very strong. So for the chain, I'm just going to take my yarn and pull through that way. Take my yarn, pull through, take my yarn, pull through until I get to the desired length. As you can see, our shorts are done there in black and white, but I also have the shorts in orange and black and yellow and black. So I'm going to link my details on the description box. Please follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, and if you wish to buy the final product, you just send me a direct message and I'm going to attend to that. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and share with your friends and family. See you in my next video. Bye.